It's our segment on Wake Up Central where we continue to answer your questions, big and small. Our question this morning comes from Tiffany in Little Rock. Why does recycling get picked up in Little Rock every other week and not every single week? Well, Tiffany, that's a great question. Now, the conversation around recycling is usually about what can I recycle? Plastic bottles, aluminum cans, and cardboard, that's all good. Plastic produce or to-go containers, those are bad. However, what town you live in depends on how often your recycling gets picked up on the curb. For example, Little Rock recycling cans, they are picked up every other week and not every single week. Now, we reached out to the city to ask why that is, and we received the following statement. Quote, the Little Rock Board of Directors approved a contract for bi-weekly pickup several years ago, and both time and cost were among the factors in that decision. We are in the process of looking into ways to increase both volume and resident participation, and we'll take that into account when we decide on pickup frequencies when the contract is up for renewal, end quote. Now, if you would like to see which day of the week your recycling can is picked up, you can visit littlerock.gov and search for your address on the city map.
This question this morning comes from Sharon in Russellville. How many bathhouses are still in operation in Hot Springs? And Wake Up Central's Hayden Balgavy has the answer for you, Sharon.
Known for its horses and its history, Hot Springs is a tourist dream for many folks, but least we forget the town's nickname is the Spa City.
There's 8 bathhouses constructed between 1892 and 1923.
Bill Solider is the marketing director for Visit Hot Springs, and if you're looking for that historic spa treatment, you are in luck.
2 of them are actually operating bathhouses. The Quapaw bathhouse is set up in like a community pool setting, and the Buckstaff bathhouse has been operating nonstop for over 100 years.
Now, if you're searching for a different kind of self-care, the non-operating bathhouses offer something to dip your toes into.
There's Superior Bathhouse Brewery, which is the only brewery in the world using the thermal water to brew their beer. You can't take a bath in the beer. That'd be a lot of beer you'd have to buy. Also the Hale, Hotel Hale, the Hale Bathhouse is a boutique hotel.
Also, the Lamar Bathhouse is the gift shop, and the Fordyce is the museum, where, yes, I admittedly spent many days of my youth exploring. Bill highly encourages anyone who has never been to come on down and enjoy the Spa City.
I think downtown Hot Springs and walking Bathhouse Row and shopping at the boutique shops across the street is a must.
Now, this question this morning comes from Amy in Sherwood. So who decides what colors light up the bridges every single night? Amy, that is a great question.
It's become one of Little Rock's most beautiful features, the lights of the Junction and Main Street bridges from the ground or the sky.
Flying in at night is really cool if you're coming from the right direction.
Diana Long with Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau says anyone can choose what colors are illuminated on the bridges.
People can actually rent bridge lighting. You just go to littlerock.com, in the search bar, put in bridge lights and everything pops up.
Anyone can rent the Junction or Main Street Bridge for $200 individually. You can also rent both bridges for $500.
For major holidays, things like that, we, if it's not already rented, will light it up to, coordinate with whatever holiday it is.
From the 2 Super Bowl participants to cancer awareness to even the announcement of your next little one that's on the way.
A really popular thing right now are gender reveals. That it's a pretty complicated thing to do, but it's the thing.
Our question this morning comes from Jake in Austin. Where does Arkansas stand on keeping daylight savings time year-round? Well, Jake, that is a great question. Now, over the weekend, once again, we set our clocks back an hour. It's always nice to get that extra hour of sleep, but now sunset is shortly after 5 o'clock. However, there have been multiple attempts by Arkansas legislators to keep daylight savings time year-round. Now, most recently in December of 2022, State Representative Johnny Rye from Truman introduced a bill to keep Arkansas, which would adopt a year-round daylight savings time policy the same. But on January 9th of this year, he withdrew that bill and recommended its effects be studied by a committee on governmental affairs. Now, Rye tried to pass a similar bill back in 2020. That bill passed the House 71-24 and made it to the Senate Committee of State Agencies and Government Affairs, but it failed to pass during the legislative session. The Uniform Time Act of 1966 mandates the country use daylight savings time, but allows states to opt out and exempt themselves from the practice. So far, 2 states do not observe daylight savings time at all, refusing to roll their clocks forward and backward every single year. Hawaii and most of the state of Arizona do not recognize daylight savings time. Our question this morning comes from Jason in Sherwood. Why is Sylvan Hills High School not Sherwood High School? Well, Jason, that is a great question. For nearly 7 decades, Sylvan Hills schools have called the town of Sherwood home. Now, the Bears have an impressive list of alumni, from Yellowstone star Wes Bentley to Olympian gold medalist Jeff Henderson. But why are they not the Sherwood Bears, since the school, of course, is in the town of Sherwood? Well, according to Sylvan Hills principal Tracy Allen, it's a pretty simple explanation. The school is named Sylvan Hills because of the land in which the school was developed on. Sylvan means wooded or forest, therefore the school was named after the wooded hills on which it was built. The community in that area was also known as, well, Sylvan Hills. So, since the 1950s, the school has been known as Sylvan Hills. And if you have a great question you want to send me, go ahead and do so. Just send it on over to my Facebook page. It's right there on your screen. It is facebook.com/Hayden Balgavy THV11. So there you go, Sylvan Hills High School.
Sylvan Hills High School. I've wondered a time or two. And I just
I've
didn't
always
know the
wondered. I had no
backstory.
idea. I
Okay.
appreciate, being able to dive deep into this and get
These are
the answers.
hard-hitting
But-
questions.
Well, of course, yeah.
You said people think there's a Sherwood High School
Yeah.
and then the Sylvan Hills, but
Well, and that's the
Now
thing
we know.
too. It's like, why in the world? We're in the town of Sherwood. There's not
Right.
another high school.
Yeah.
Why is it only Sylvan Hills High School?
I also can't imagine there are any other high schools or schools at all in Arkansas that are home of a high-level A-list actor and
How
an
cool is that?
Olympian. Like,
Isn't
that's
that
pretty
insane?
awesome.
And
yeah.
they've had, oh my gosh, guys go to the NBA. I
Yeah.
mean, Sylvan
Throw in the
Hills.
name.
I'm telling you,
It's the name.
Sylvan Hills got it going on.
Cool. Okay.
great question. Submit anything you want to know. Hayden
Yep.
will dive deep.
I'll
I've
do
got-
my best.
I've
Or
got a lot
deeper.
of questions. I'm just sending them all to you.